Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure you can all tell what today's video is going to be from the face and by the title of this video. So today I'm basically going to be showing you guys how I cover up my skin when my skin is pretty bad, when I've got a lot of friends on my face, as I do now. As I told you guys, I came off the pill about 5 months ago now. And my skin just keeps getting progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. And the reason I went on the pill originally was for my skin because I had really bad acne all over my T-zone. And it's starting again. This is how my acne started out the first time. And I'm really worried that my acne is returning because my skin's not been this bad in about 5 years. But every day I'm waking up with new friends on my face. And I know this is something that a lot of you guys struggle with. It's something I really struggled with before I went on the pill, and it's something I've always been very insecure about, is my skin, and I know it's a huge insecurity for a lot of people. So I thought, you know, if I can sit down and just show you guys what I do to make myself feel a little bit better, you know, and give myself a little bit more confidence when, you know, my skin isn't in the best of places, you know, I just thought I'd sit down and share that with you guys, even if I can just help one of my friends out. I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to tell how bad my skin actually is on camera, because of course when you're sat under lights and a camera doesn't show through everything as the way it is, but my whole, like, around my mouth, so I've got like loads of spots here, I've got loads of tiny little ones here, and then some scarring, and then I've got a big friend down here who is very painful. I got another big one popping up here, and then I've got some here, I've got one up here, and I've got some on my forehead. I never really get spots on my cheeks. It's normally always in my T-zone area. I want to keep this as short and snappy as I possibly can. I also do have my eyebrows and concealer on my eyelids, just in case you're wondering why I'm looking a little bit crazy. So the first step I always use is primer. You don't realise how important primer is. So the one I love, and I have been loving for months now, is the Essence You Better Work Gym Proof Primer. And this is sweat proof, it has SPF 20 in it, and an instant blur effect, but I absolutely adore this primer. I always use my fingers, but always make sure your fingers are clean if you are using your fingers, and then it's absolutely fine. I've been using this primer for months and months now, and I really do swear by it. And also, if you are somebody who's suffering from bad skin and are quite insecure about it, the last thing you want is to leave the house and as soon as you step outside the door your makeup starts sweating off your face. So primer is super important for a number of reasons. One, it creates a barrier between your skin and all the makeup you're going to be applying, which is super important because you don't want to be putting all that product like directly onto your skin, onto your spots. You know, you want to like let your skin have some breathing room. Primer is also amazing for helping keep your makeup last longer, and it's also great for helping your makeup stick down better on your face and look more natural and go on more evenly. Whereas if you're not using a primer, more than likely your makeup won't go on as evenly and look as well on your skin. So yeah, so the next 3 products I'm going to be using, I absolutely swear by for when I'm suffering with bad skin. It really does cover up my skin and give me so much more confidence if I am feeling very insecure about it. These products I would also use even if my skin is clear. I would just use them in a very different way if I wasn't suffering from bad skin. So the first thing I will do is I will go in with a concealer. So here I have the Lasting Perfection Collection Concealer in the lightest shade. Everybody talks about this. I've spoke about this since I started my channel, but I absolutely swear by it. So I'll normally just get some on my finger and start by dabbing it over any spots I might have on my face at the time. And you know, obviously make sure your finger is clean and you're not, you know, transferring more bacteria onto your face. So I just start by dabbing over any spots or any redness or any areas, you know, I want to cover up or give that extra bit of coverage to, and with my finger, and doing this very gently, like just dabbing over the spot, over the area. You're not going too harsh or anything at all. So now we're looking like this, a little bit crazy, and I'll normally just gently, you know, dab the concealer in as much as I possibly can, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because when we're blending in our foundation, that's also going to blend out, you know, all the concealer as well. So we're looking something like this now, and now we're going to go in with our foundation. So we're going to go in with the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, and I get this in shade 001 Fair Porcelain, the light shade that exists. So this is what we're going to start off with, okay? And you know, don't be like, Jessica, that doesn't cover spots, because I know this doesn't cover spots. Chill honey bunny, it's okay. it's okay. So we're going in with a Real Technique sponge. This is just the start, okay? And we're just going to start by dabbing this all over our face, and we're just going to go directly over the concealer we applied. So we're not going to worry too much, you know, about blending that in a crazy amount before putting the foundation on, because the sponge is going to do that for us. And we're going to use the sponge in like bouncy motions like this. And trust me, it makes the world of difference. Don't drag, don't use a brush, use a sponge in bouncy motions, like you're beating your face with the sponge. And I swear to you, like, it makes such a difference in how it's going to cover up your spots, any redness, and it's also going to make a difference, you know, in how the makeup actually looks on your skin. So I just popped some lip balm on my lips because I have a really bad case of foundation and dry lips at the moment. You know, the foundation sticking to the dryness. So yes, now we're looking something like this, and you know, my spots aren't covered. You can still see a lot of them. Maybe not through the camera, but in real life, in reality, you can. So now we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation, and I use the shade Porcelain 10. And this is a full coverage foundation, and I absolutely swear by this combination together. Okay, so even if I have really clear skin, I'll pop this on, and then I'll pop the tiniest amount of this over that foundation if my skin is good and clear. But if my skin is, you know, giving me problems and I've got quite a few spots going on, I'll use a little bit more of this, because this foundation you can really build up, but I also feel like it doesn't look cakey. Like, these two foundations together don't look cakey. I've had a lot of people ask me on this foundation if it's, cause it's like a matte like finish, the foundation's kind of like a matte finish, if it's bad like for dry skin. I would have quite dry skin in certain areas, but I don't find this sticks like to the dryness. You know, a lot of foundations do, they just like latch on to any dry skin you have, whereas I don't find that with this foundation. Now, you know, it might stick to dry areas for someone else, but I can only talk from my own experience. So we're going to now go over our face with this in the same, you know, dabbing bouncy motions. The difference this is already making is insane. Like, I hope you guys can see on camera, but like my spots down here are covered up so much more than they were before I put this foundation on. So I'll only put a little bit on my cheeks, because obviously I don't really have any spots there. I'm mainly going to focus on my T-zone area, you know, using a little bit more product. And of course you can keep going back in and building this up if you're still not happy with the coverage that you're getting. This foundation will literally change your life, but I don't find it works as well if I just use it on its own. I feel like I really do have to match it with that other foundation to get like that flawless finish on your face. Let's ignore the white hairline we have going on, we'll sort that out in a minute. But yeah, so this is what my skin is currently looking like. So it looks so much better. I can't even stress it to you guys. Like, all of my spots are completely covered. There's no redness coming through. You know, obviously with the bigger ones you can still see that there's a spot there, but like, the difference is insane. So now I'm going in with Inglot's mattifying setting powder, and again in the lightest shade. And when I'm setting my face, I just like pat over my skin. Like, I don't drag, because if you're going to drag the brush, you're going to be getting rid of some product while doing that. So I gently just pat. Now obviously normally I'd have my under eye concealer and stuff on, but the purpose of this video is just to show you guys, you know, how to cover up them blemishes. I also feel like when you do conceal and contour, it really does make a big difference to your face as well, because it's going to take, you know, the attention off like any spots or whatever you might have going on, and you know, there'll be more attention drawn to your beautiful makeup. So friends, that is genuinely all I do if I'm having some bad breakouts, if I'm feeling insecure about my face. I literally just use them few products together, and instantly I'm feeling so much better in myself, you know, because I know how much, you know, problematic skin and spots and acne really can affect our confidence, because I've had really bad acne before when I was younger, and I know what it's like. And especially when it starts coming back, if you're someone who's gotten rid of it and then, you know, your skin starts giving you problems again, it really can be heartbreaking. But just remember, you know, you're not defined by your skin. You know, having spots and having problematic skin is so much more normal than not and actually having clear skin. So you're not an odd one out. You're not a weird one. You know, it's the most normal thing in this world. We all deal with spots and bad skin throughout certain periods of our life, so don't let it get you down too much. You know, if it is something that really affects your confidence, we're very lucky that we do have makeup, you know, to kind of help us along the way a little bit. And yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you all in my next video, and I love you all so extremely much. Bye bye, friends.